Where do you stand on gay wedding cakes? No, I don't mean on top. I mean in cases where a couple comes and asks the bakery to produce a wedding cake for them. In the case of a gay couple in Colorado 6 months ago, the bakery refused on the basis that to do so would violate their beliefs as Christians. They were sued, and the state of Colorado compelled that bakery to bake that cake, for their staff to attend sensitivity training sessions, and for their bakery's work product to be monitored to make sure that they remain compliant with the obligation to bake wedding cakes for gay couples. Now, in an ironic twist, also in Colorado, a man came to a different bakery and requested that they bake a cake with virulently hateful and anti-gay messages. The baker looked at what the customer requested and said, "No, I will not bake a cake with those words on it." The customer is now turning around and thinking about suing under the same principles that the gay couple did in the first case. So who's right? Are these really analogous? Forget the emotion involved. Put aside the fact that we typically look for the law to affirm what we already believe. It seems to me they were wrong to compel the bakery to bake that wedding cake for the gay couple in the first instance, and they would be equally wrong, if not more so, to compel this baker to produce a cake with such hateful words on it. There is a difference between refusing to serve people because of who they are, which should always be illegal. In the first case, the earlier case of the gay couple, if they had come in holding hands, I don't care how offended that baker or his staff were, they have an obligation legally to serve that couple. In the same way with the second customer, if the bakery happens to recognize him as an anti-gay activist and they hate those views, they still have an obligation to come in and make him a regular cake. But when it comes to producing work product that affirms values with which we disagree, I'm not sure that's really the same. There is a fundamental difference between refusing to serve someone because of who they are, which is and must always be illegal, and insisting that all those with whom we interact affirm everything that we believe in. Somewhere in between, our own rights to freely express who we are and what we believe, and not be discriminated against it. We seem to have fallen off a cliff in which it's not good enough to secure our own freedom, but we now demand that others affirm our conclusions. It seems to me that's where we all get in trouble. And it's a cliff we need to pull ourselves back off of, because in the end, in the same way, however well-intentioned that commission was that compelled that first bakery, even though I disagree, I'm sure they were well-intentioned, they brought us to a place now where they could theoretically be compelled to make a woman do something that's truly hateful.